Lesson 2-3, you'll learn how to multiply integers and multiply rational numbers. How do consumers use multiplication of rational numbers? Stores often offer coupons to encourage people to shop in their stores. The receipt shows a purchase of 4 CDs with 4 coupons for $1 off each CD. How could you determine the amount saved by using coupons? One way to find the savings from the coupons is to use repeated addition. -1 plus -1 plus -1 plus -1 is -4. An easier way to find the savings would be to multiply -1 times 4. So repeat addition is the same as multiplication. 4 times -1 is -4. Suppose the coupons were expired, rats, and had to be removed from the total. You can represent this by multiplying -1 by -4. So -4 times -1 is +4. In other words, $4 should be added back to the total. These examples suggest some rules for multiplying integers. The product of two numbers having the same sign is positive. The product of two numbers having different signs is negative. Or we'll say a negative times a negative, so -12 times -7 is +84. Same signs, positive product. Positive 15 times -8 is -20. Positive times the negative is a negative. Different signs, negative product. To find the product of -8 and -6, we're going to look at our rules, and the signs are the same. So my product should be positive. To multiply positive 10 times -11, I can see that my signs are different, so my product is going to be negative. To simplify the expression, I'm going to have 13x plus positive times the negative is a negative 24x. And then I could use the associative property and rewrite that as 13 plus -24x. 13 plus -24 is the same as 13 minus 24, which is -11x. The signs are the same. I have fractions, but I don't care. Signs are the same, so negative times negative is a positive. I could cancel, of course, the 2 and the 4 and the 3's. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. Boom. The value of a company's stock dropped by $1.25 per share. By what amount did the total value of the company's stock change if the company has issued 500,000 shares of stocks? So dropping, that's going to be negative $1.25. And there are 500,000 of them. So when we multiply, I'm going to use a calculator. 1.25 times 500,000, I get 625,000. And that was dollars, and it was a decrease. So negative $625,000 change in value. And we can evaluate expressions using sign numbers as well. So they want us to evaluate -3/7 times x cubed if x is -1/2. So where there was an x, I'm putting -1/2. So I have to take -1/2 times itself 3 times. Now, negative times negative is a positive. Negative times negative is a positive. So since I have an even number of negatives, I'm going to end up with a positive. And 3 times 1 times 1 times 1 is just going to be 3. 7 times 2 is 14, times 2 is 28, times 2 is 56. So in general, when multiplying integers, if there are an even number of negative integers, the product will be positive. If there are an odd number of negative integers, the product will be negative. The product of any number and -1 is its additive inverse. For a number a, -1 times a is the same as a times -1 is -a. So -1 times 4, 4 times -1 are both -4. The product of two numbers having the same sign is always positive. The product of two numbers having different signs is negative.